My name is Jake Chapkus. I got diagnosed with FASD when I was 13. I'm really good at what I consider black and white. So if a rule says something, um, then I'm gonna follow it. I'm very much of a faith-based person, and I think FASD does well when we um, correlate into a faith-based atmosphere because there is a set of rules and there is a set of standards that we have to follow. So it feels like there's structure. And I think for FASD and for me anyway, structure is so important on a personal level. Um, and I'm trying not to tear up some days because it's hard. It's hard being able to connect with people. I'm married, and so one of the things that's really hard some days is connecting with my wife. I have a wife who is eager to understand fetal alcohol, who understands my disability in a way, but each and every day she's also learning. I love to cook also. That's one of my wife's favorite things is I love cooking her meals, like very elaborate steak dinners and stuff like that, because I just absolutely love cooking. Me and my wife are very passionate about teaching people about the gospel, but also about my FASD. My childhood definitely was not easy. I was in the foster care system because I was undiagnosed. Young age was really, really hard. By age 20, from 13 to 20, I had over 300 jobs. I realized very quickly that with my disability, that holding a job was really hard. My first job was working at McDonald's, and I excelled from a shift just crew member to a manager really quickly. One of the reasons why I got asked to leave that position was because I wasn't able to relate to the employees well enough. I think that's something that is so hard, and it's what also passions me for current with our nonprofit Mending Broken Wings. You don't know how to correct what you never were taught. And so it's a really big push of going into adoption agencies, foster care realms, and teaching these parents this is what you're going to encounter, and this is what trauma informed care looks like. I'm very compassionate and caring, but I also know my faults and that I'm too compassionate and caring, and that I need to have somebody else who's in my corner. And I think that's the one of the biggest things when we talk about strengths is also knowing our weaknesses because they can be tools in our toolbox. The biggest thing I would love people to know about fetal alcohol spectrum disorder is that it's okay to not be okay. I think we struggle with that. And what I mean by that is in today's world, everyone is striving to be perfect. And I think being able to say, I'm not okay, I'm not doing okay today, and understanding that is huge. Let's talk from a lived experience versus an educated experience because education is great. Books are great. You can see all the books in the back of my bookshelf. I love to read, I love to study. But at the end of the day, those books mean nothing compared to what I've lived, what I went through. And so it's really breaking the stigma out there that disabilities are bad, and don't let someone tell you you can't do it, because the reality is most likely you can. We're very determined mindseted. Being able to say it's okay, I'm not okay, and I don't know how to fix myself, but also maybe I don't need fixing, maybe I need to learn how to cope.